Just go outside. All right, this is the Kingfish, and remember earlier this year, we did McDowell Road. Well, me and Stiletto are back out here again, and we are checking out Whispering Pines and the next subdivision, because this is where they have the Christmas lights. We're at the front of the subdivision now, and what do you see? Say it, Stiletto.
I see some lanterns like they used to have. You know, so far.
Now just go and get to the right there. We're going to come back the other side, so just go.
Well, they're dark.
Yeah.
And that used to be, I remember what used to be there.
Mm-hmm. What?
Well, for one thing, you could always tell whenever you were approaching the two neighborhoods because the lanterns went well onto Raymond Road.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the first couple of houses, the first few houses were always very impressive. And over to my right, you know, that house, I remember they used to have.
Now be sure and get the dark ones too, not just the black ones.
They had.
I mean the lit up ones.
Well,
this to me is a sad one here.
Look,
This.
it's like an animal. I got them. They're dark.
Yeah, just stay on the right side, because. I mean, that's just pitiful.
But you know, I mean, you gotta like the people who still do it.
Oh yeah, they're hardcore. They're still doing it.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Like it used to be.
Now go ahead. I'm stopping so you can get a good shot.
I got it.
You can move in some too with it. But this is just unbelievable. And you know, I came out here like 3 or 4 years ago, and the whole neighborhood was still doing it. It was nothing like this. I mean, this is fairly recent.
I was out here about 4 years ago, and I remember still, you know, I didn't leave sad, you know, like, but I didn't leave feeling good either.
Now, this used to
That used to be the house that used to have a big arch that went over the driveway.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was the highlight. Or I think it's the next one. Yeah, that's the next one.
Yeah, closer to where those two streets are. But, yeah, but you know, I mean, that's okay. Good for them.
Well, like, look at this one here. This one, you know, this one was lit up. I mean, just dark. But this one.
Yeah, that was one of the really good houses.
I'm gonna give you plenty of. I mean, that had a big old arch right there. Remember that? They had all kinds of stuff. I mean, this thing was just lit up like this was like the best house in the whole darn city. And they still got stuff now, but you can just tell. But then again, it's kind of hard to get into it when your neighbors aren't either. You know.
Right.
That's what was so cool about this was, you know, this is one of the things that they did right in Jackson. You know, I mean, everybody'd come out here every Christmas, and it's sad because you really haven't replaced this. I mean, I remember the TV stations would show this every night. I mean, this was the best house right here. I mean, it's nice.
It looks like some of theirs is not plugged in right now either. But, I can tell what they have that should be lit. But, I mean, I'm loving the vintage nativity.
Yeah. Now, let's just see. Yeah, there's stay to the right. Yeah. You see, and now I'm going to shift to the front here. I mean, when you go go the front, just straight ahead. I mean, you're seeing nothing.
But
I mean, nothing.
The people who still have their luminary bags, it's funny how some of them, they no longer line the street like they used to. Now they're just kind of like, well, I'll line my front yard, you know. Because nobody's really all connected like they used to be, you know.
Well, not just that, but I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, punks like to be punks and knock them over, you know.
Probably do have, you know, some issues with.
Yeah, I'd like to come out here and interview somebody that lives here and just say, hey, you know, if I catch somebody outside tonight, I'm going to probably ask them and say, hey, what happened, you know. But this is the end of the street right here, and you can see it is just dark. And it did.
You know, that used to be the crescendo of, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like it was the end of the street. It was where I just used to get so excited. But yeah, I mean, I'm impressed with what the handful.
Well, but what's sad is though, I mean, these houses are still fairly nice middle class houses. You know, they're not trash. They
Right,
don't look like McDowell Road. And the people that move in, they just don't care. They just don't give a rat's butt, whatever. You know, they just don't care.
Completely dark. That house used to be.
Oh yeah, that one right there with that ramp. Oh yeah.
And there used to be elves on the ladder right there.
See, I forgot about that.
See, I'm a December baby, so this used to be my birthday tradition as we would come out, and it was bumper to bumper.
Oh yeah. No, I mean no two ways about Christmas Eve. I mean, yeah. Like here's one just. And I'm going to show a shot. You go ahead and show a shot down the street here. This is from the you know the back end of it, and you're seeing nothing. I mean, this just. I mean, like I said, you know, Haley Fizzackerly. I mean, coming out here was like sex for him. You know what I'm saying? The CEO. I didn't say he said that. I said for Haley Fizzackerly, who runs Entergy, this must have been like having sex coming out here and seeing all the lights and everything. Like, yes, look at all that. Look at all those kilowatts and mega and giga whatever watts. You know.
There are no Griswolds out here.
No, this is just pitiful.
I wouldn't say pitiful.
Well, when you remember what it used to be like and how much it's changed, I mean, this is just pitiful. You know? And I mean, it's just sad.
It's okay. All right, well, but,
Yeah, go ahead and get to the right. Just,
yeah, I know. I mean,
Okay, so
I wonder what really makes a homeowner go.
I mean, it's work.
Yeah, it
Do
makes
not
them
get me
go,
wrong.
Yeah, I know I bought a house in the neighborhood, but
See, now I'm videotaping. This was the highlight here. I mean, if I'm using this one instead of yours, I mean, this is the highlight. I mean, this was just... It looks nice now, but it used to be just even more lit up.
lower your standards, and you'll be a little more impressed with the house. It's all right.
I know. And like Stiletto was saying, there used like a big old lit up arch right here. I mean, it was just beautiful. And then you got this one here. I mean, you know, this was nice.
This guy's for sale right here. That's what
Yeah. But this is, I mean, this is the highlight now of the whole thing. And what you're about to see gets even worse. In fact, it's going to tick you off.
I will just say for the record, I am
Now.
not here to judge anyone.
No, we're not. You know, there's various reasons we get that, you know. I mean, now this, I mean, you can go ahead and move this one over. This house here on the corner, now this is a crying shame. I mean, this was the highlight of the entire, I was talking about that one. This was dead even with it. I mean,
it was good.
this one was always lit up. It had all the figurines and wreaths out there and stuff. I mean, this
but
thing.
You do have to take this into consideration, though.
Yeah.
The homeowners changed. I mean,
I know.
We're not comparing.
No.
You know, I mean, this is. Of
No,
course,
we're not
different
knocking-
people live here.
we're not-
So that's understandable.
We're not
that
knocking
there's a
individual
difference.
homeowners. We're just mourning something. How's that?
Oh, absolutely.
That's what we're doing.
Okay,
We're
yeah, we missed
we're
it.
mourning something. We missed this. It was
Yeah.
really nice,
Yeah.
and it was one of the things Jackson did right. And like you look at this right here, you know
Okay,
that.
that house right there used to have the Santa on the the loft of the top window over there.
Yep.
The animated Santa
No. Yep.
used to
Not anymore.
get me going.
Oh, I didn't even want to go there.
I love that Santa. But
By the way, did you see the latest teacher that was busted?
no.
Oh man. See, like here, just dark. Now I'm going to shift it over here, and what you're seeing is just all of it dark. I think one of these had like a big giant tree out front too, if I'm not mistaken, lit up, or in the window. And I mean, look here. I mean, this is just black.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just.
I would love to talk to some of the homeowners that still have the bags out and still do it. I would love to know their reasoning for. They're probably like, well, yeah, I'm still going to do it. This is a tradition, and we take pride. You know, I'd love to know their thoughts.
See, and you got this right here.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's nice, you know.
But gosh, it's like a 16th of what I mean,
No,
you
it's
know.
more than that.
Okay, this guy's for sure.
Yep. You know, these are still fairly nice houses. I mean, that's a big house right there. You know,
That
these
is
are
a big
fairly
one.
nice
It's totally
houses.
black
You know?
on the screen. That's that big 2-story in cul-de-sac.
Yeah. But like here it is from the cul-de-sac. You're looking at the street, and I mean it's just nothing here. Sad.
What's that street next to this one?
Whispering Pines. This I never could
This
figure.
is Wingfield.
Wingfield something. Yeah, I never could because its sign was always covered up by shrubs and stuff. But the other one's Whispering Pines. And like I said, you're just seeing.
Okay, I have big expectations for that one because that used to be my favorite.
That was the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just seeing here, it's just all blacked out. And I'll be honest, I expected this, but I was still a little bit surprised because I came out here a few years ago and they were still doing it. The neighborhood was. I mean, this house here on the corner, I was griping about on the corner right here, that was one that was still, I mean, this thing was just decked out like you would not believe. And now, and really the one that was all lit up and everything, you really could tell it nears past which house it was when we were talking so nice about earlier. And even from here, though, it doesn't really stand out that much. You notice that it just doesn't, except it has lights. You know, if it wasn't late, I'd go knock on somebody's door, say, hey, with the Jackson Jambalaya, Northside Sun, have my notebook out. I may come back out here tomorrow and do it, though, if I get time.
That would actually.
Now, don't turn off your camera. We're about to go into Whispering Pines. But what you're seeing here, like I said, just darkness, darkness, darkness.
I'm not right here. This is pretty.
No, that's pretty. And no, we have not been shot at yet, knock on wood. Oh, that's all right. I got my piece right underneath my leg here.
I can vouch for that. I almost sat on it. That'll wake you up.
Yeah. Now we're going over here to Whispering Pine subdivision. That cold air coming through the windows will wake you up too. Let me see, is it right here? Yeah. No, that's the church. It's right here. All right, now here we go. This is Whispering Pines. Now this was really decorated and lit up.
Yeah. Okay, this used to be my favorite.
Yeah, and as you can see, folks, nothing.
For the record, I mean, I was out here about 4 years ago. Did it really happen that fast?
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something. This is not a black-white thing necessarily, okay? Because I can remember when they had one type of decorations out here, okay? Then about 10 years ago, you know, blacks started moving in the neighborhood, and you started seeing signs like a multicultural Christmas and everything. It was pretty obvious, which was okay. I mean, it was still pretty, you know.
Christmas cutouts,
and they were all over the place.
Angels, and I mean, you know, I thought, well, that was cute. They still had the Christmas cutouts, and you know, with the spotlights on them, and.
Now, this is basically, except for right down here, nothing. I mean, you're not really seeing...
Okay, don't attack people for not having enough Christmas lights.
Why not, man? If I'm going to be a jerk, I'm going to be a hardcore jerk.
Nothing.
That's going to be my motto for the year. If I'm going to be a jerk, I'm going to be a hardcore jerk, okay? You got these right here. So you got a nice little corner right here.
Okay.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is cool. And this ain't too bad.
That's fine. They did good.
This is a nice little corner right here. I'll put it to you this way. There were so many cars that used to come out here, you could actually turn off and just use their parking lights.
Well, yeah. But, you know, I mean, that was a different time.
I know. But, like, you go over here, and what do you see? Nothing.
As you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, Kingfish is disappointed, in case you haven't noticed.
Who, me?
Nothing.
Nothing. That homeowner was looking at me. He was like, "Okay, what's this about?"
It's nothing to worry about.
White folks are here with video cameras.
It's just a video camera on your house. It's all right.
Yeah. We're out here in the Jackson Flatbush.
They just are not lit up, but they look like they.
Yeah, that one was cool. And you had some, but, you know, like I said, this neighborhood used to be just decked out. And like she said, you had cutouts, you had all kinds of stuff, and like I said, you got Nothing. No, we're fine. We got there. I'll just end with Google Earth.
Google Earth.
Google Earth.
Oh my God. Okay. Keep going.
We're cool. Yeah, really, we
Those
get.
Campbells are good.
I mean, we get chased out of here. I mean, wow, we even get a high-speed chase put on Jackson Jambalaya. So, this is actually a cool one here. I've been griping, but this is a cool one.
Well, bottom line, it's not. What I can't get over is it's not even what it was 4 years ago.
Yeah, it plummeted. All right, now. So, Stiletto, any final comments? Let me put up the window so the mic will pick you up. Any final comments, words, or anything?
Like I said, we were not here to judge anyone's holiday.
I mean, you're a single parent. You don't have that stuff. You don't have the money. You don't have time. We get it,
Yeah. Okay. I'm disappointed. It was such a great tradition.
Oh, yeah.
Being born and raised in Jackson, and that was just...
And you grew up in South Jackson, so this is something you saw every single year.
Oh, yeah. And, I'm disappointed, but honestly, what do you...
I know.
Different people move in. And of course people aren't going to inherit the former homeowners.
Quit being nice.
I'm taking up for them. Yeah, I told you I was going to be honest, and that's how I feel.
All right.
But,
I feel you.
But yeah, it's a disappointment. It sucks. What do you want me to say?
Okay, there you go. It sucks.
It is what it is.
You just hate seeing it,
I think, like I said, the thing that I'm the most surprised about is how much it changed within 4 years.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like I said, a few years ago I came out here and as a gander, just to do something funny, I guess. We were like, oh, let's go out to Whispering Pines and, Wingfield Place. And we saw a few things, and we saw a few funny things, I'll be honest. And, but that wasn't even,
No, like I said, I came out here like 3 years ago or so, 2, 3, 4 years, and I mean, it was a lot more stuff out there. I mean, they just...
Oh my gosh,
they're not
Don Cazares.
Yeah, Don Cazares, yep.
They used to have fabulous furniture.
I think they're still open. Yeah, they're open still. All right. Well, earlier this year we did McDowell Road. You got to see what South Jackson was looking like. Well, we came back out here for the Christmas tradition, and you now get to see what. Well, there is no tradition, but not much of it.
If there are any other places you'd like to see, apparently this is what we do now.
Yeah, really.
Where
is there any other place you have not been to in 10, 15 years that you would like to see? We will go out there for you.
Where in the world is Kingfish is what we'll call it.
There you go. The funny thing is, some of these places you're safer in driving through at night than you are during the day when they can see you.
Whenever we went through McDowell Road and all those places during the day, we had some interesting moments.
Okay, there's the cameras. I don't want to test out the recent Supreme Court ruling with them, so I'm going to turn this off.